Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to collect the metal detector. Now I recommend you do this in a invite only session, and using this you're going to be able to grab some, this is the first location, grab some extra cash and RP on the Cayo Perico island. So that location is Del Piero, just down by that canal thing. This is the next location, and honestly it's very easy once you do find your location, whichever one it is out of the 10, there'll be like a little blue dot on your minimap and it'll be very obvious where it is. So all you need to do is really go to these locations and you'll be able to find the metal detector very easily. You can pause the screen when I have the map up if you want, just to make it easier. I'm just looking around here with the sniper rifle, but yeah, honestly, as soon as I found my one, it was just a blue dot, and it was just completely obvious where it was. I was like flying in a helicopter next to it, and the blue dot still came up. So you really just need to go to these locations, and you'll be able to find the metal detector quite easily. So I think that's the fourth location there, and then I make my way over to the next one. But yeah, it's something that I do recommend doing, because if you do the Cayo Perico heist, you have to do the scope out. There's the next location, and when you do the scope out, you may as well pick up the two stashes because it's about 30k and 15k for each one. This is the next location. Pause the screen again if you need to, and it's RP as well. So if you do the Cayo Perico heist a bit, then that adds up. That adds to the take, 30k and RP. So it's definitely worth doing, in my opinion, because once you do have the metal, it takes like 30 seconds to actually do. Whereas if you're doing some other CEO job that takes 5-10 minutes for 30 grand, whereas this is super quick once you've got the metal detector and all set up. So it is worth doing. But anyway, that's that location. This is the next location, as you can see on the map. And honestly, if you just fly near this location, the blue dot will appear, and you'll know that that's the location where your metal detector will be. So if you fly to a bunch of these locations and you don't find anything, don't worry, because it will definitely pop up when you do fly to your one. And this is the next location, just outside of LSIA, near that end of that road there on the map, and it'll just be over there on the sand. As you can see, this is not my location, but I'm just showing you where it is. It's be somewhere around there. And yeah, I do recommend doing this in a private lobby. This is the next location, just before that pier. But yeah, it wasn't there for me. And then this is the location where, as you can see, I'm flying. This is the location where my one was, and the blue dot still appears. So I'm like, 50 odd meters in the air, and it still picks up the metal detector on the map. And you'll find this guy here laying down on the beach. It's just like a dead skeleton basically, and he's got a little map of Cayo Perico. Not that it matters, you won't need the map to look at it. You just need to press right on the D-pad over his metal detector just there, and you'll be able to grab that. And then once you've got it, it's unlocked, and you'll be able to find the buried stashes on the actual Cayo Perico island. But yeah, once you've unlocked the metal detector, you want to make your way to the Kasaka and then head up the planning board and do the scope out. If you've already done the scope out, you can just go to LSIA and the Valiant will take you straight there. Otherwise, if you're doing the scope out for the heist, then I recommend doing the scope out properly and then grabbing this metal detector stashes before you leave, as it is an extra 30k and more RP. And it honestly does not take very long at all. It's pretty obvious. It comes up on your map as well. So yeah, we'll get to that. I'll show you that in a minute. So once you arrive at Cayo Perico, you want to grab this motorcycle at the start, and just like with every other prep, you just make your way along the right side of the island here. This is the fastest way to do the prep, in my opinion. It's extremely easy. Just be wary not to get seen by the guards. You do have to be aware what's going on the minimap. So if there is a truck driving along, whatever you have to wait, you can just floor it and boost it over the thing here, so you don't have to sneak through that gate. Be wary of the guard in the watchtower though. I recommend stopping, not like I did just then, and actually seeing his movements and see when he's looking away and then doing the jump. So yeah, you make your way up through this orchard, go through this little tunnel here, make a right, and then just pull back on your analog stick to sort of jump over these barriers. You can get seen here, sometimes there's guards here, so be wary of that. And then as you can see, once you're past and in this sort of area, those question marks will appear, and those are the buried stashes. So as you can see, I drove past the tower just there, and that's normally where you would hack the box thing there, and then find out what your targets are for the heist. But as you can see, this beeping thing is quite easy. It just use the sound, I find. Don't even bother looking at the screen thing. And as the beeps get more and more frequent, there'll be like a sort of mound of dirt on the ground, and then that's where the buried stash is, and you just press right on the D-pad and you'll pick it up. So right there's, just right in front of me, I can't see, looking the wrong way there, but it's just behind me there, there's the stash. Press right on the D-pad, you'll bury that up. Sorry, dig up the buried stash, pull out the rolls of money, and then there's an extra 15k, 1 out of 2 buried stashes collected. Now these stashes are once a day, so 2 stashes every day. So if you do a Cayo Perico heist a day, then I guess that's ideal. Here I couldn't remember if on my motorcycle, so I just gave up and ran to the next location. But it's the same situation, just listen to the beeping and look for the mound on the ground. As you can see, it's right there. And yeah, once you have scoped out the heist and gotten the stashes, you can just basically just commit suicide, and that'll take you back to the Vellum, and then you can return to Los Santos. So it's not really you don't need to go all the way back, sneak past all the guards and all that just to get back to the Vellum. Here I just end up drowning myself so that I spawn back next to the Vellum, and then I just fly back to Los Santos. Doesn't matter if you die, you'll still keep the money. So yeah guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope this video helped. It is 15k, is not that much money, but I suppose if you do the Cayo Perico heist a bit, you may as well just pick it up, because it's just free money and free RP. So yeah, it's a cool little new feature they've added to the game. Anyway guys, enjoy your day, have a good one, peace out.